Quangle, I wanted to talk to you about last night.
All right.
The reason I asked for you to calm down on radio is because, sorry, I'm not trying to square up. Is because the feedback that you were giving the cadets, I understand getting locked into a chase, getting frustrated. Everybody driving on that chase, except for you and Ventura, was a cadet. I know it's frustrating to like lose a car, especially after it's been spiked. But some of those cadets, it's like their first or second time on shift. And the
I don't give a damn.
Feedback was
I don't give a damn if it's the first, second, third, fourth, 20th.
And if the wrong cadet was on that could be very discouraging for them.
Okay, well I'm gonna be completely honest with you, right? I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't care if it's their first day on shift. I don't care if it's their 30th day on shift. If I see something which I think is wrong, I'm gonna call it out. It's plain and simple. I just told you it wasn't the sole reason. It was part of it, and then the other part when she told me to calm down, I don't think it was the appropriate time to tell me to calm down. So a 10-3 when it had nothing to do with what were going on.
Quangle, it doesn't matter. It was inappropriate to 10-3 me. I've already spoken to.
It was inappropriate for you to 10-3 me when I complimented a cadet. Can we agree it was inappropriate for you to 10-3 me when I complimented a cadet?
In the middle of a pursuit? No. No.
What?
Not inappropriate.
What? Am I the only one losing my mind? So you're telling me in the middle of a pursuit, when a cadet does something really good and I like to see it in a pursuit.
Still focused on that pursuit, going on radio just to give a compliment and break comms is not, I think it's completely appropriate to 10-3 in that situation.
I'm at a loss for words. I'm gonna be honest, I'm at a loss for words. This is crazy to me. Now, because
I'm telling you that I disagree with you.
Okay, then we can disagree. That's fine. No, we don't have to agree on everything. Not everything's gonna be perfect. Just because you teach.
So why would you 10-3? Why would you 10-3 a superior?
Because you told me to calm down when I'm trying to talk to other people about a pursuit, and that I 10-3 you because that was not the right time or place.
You were yelling at them.
Okay, it doesn't matter if I was yelling or talking to them. I'm still talking to them.
You weren't code 6ing for the car. You were just yelling at cadets.
Okay, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Now, respectfully, are you a pursuit? Are you part of the PRT?
No, but I am a PNT lead.
Okay, well, I was teaching them about pursuits.
And again, that's what Helen is trying to help you with.
She's looking at it worst case scenario, bro.
Calm down, so you're stop like saying that to them over the radio. As opposed to
she's looking at a worst case scenario.
If you want to say,
she's just making shit up in her fucking mind.
Part of that pursuit.
She's just saying,
and let's talk about it, and then get everybody.
She's just making shit up in her mind.
All right, guys, like I'm just trying to find out what happened. How'd y'all lose the spiked core?
She's literally just making some shit up, bro.
Here are some ways to improve.
She's literally just coming up with any solution possible.
These are ways you can
she like, what is this shit? She is coming up with the fucking most outlandish fucking possibilities. She's coming up with some crazy ass fucking possibilities that are not going to be relevant. Respectfully, Captain, respectfully, okay? I mean with this all due respect. You are fighting yourself. You're coming up with so many different possibilities just to elaborate what you're saying. You're coming up with 3, 4, 5 different possibilities of what could have went down, but that's not what went down. Again, people have different ways to teach people different stuff. I'm not saying my way's the best. I'm not saying your way's the best. There's a million possibilities for anything. You're fighting ghosts right now. I don't know. You're coming up with so many different possibilities saying, oh, but if LSPD High Command hears you're yelling at cadets, okay, but there's a possibility where they could be like, why are you yelling at cadets? Oh, I did this. Okay, that's valid. Or they could be mad. Or they could not do this. Or I could get dapped. There's so many different possibilities you're talking about. It's pointless.
It was in the middle of a pursuit anyway, and he needed to stay locked.
Chat, do I 10-3 her for the subs or not? Somebody said to gift 100 subs, and so said to give 50 if I 10-3 her. Do I do it?
It's irrelevant to the situation.
Do I do it?
And you're only bringing it up to try to defend yourself. You've admitted it did not bother you. You're only bringing it up to be like, well, if she can do this, why can't I do this? Two completely separate situations.
You know what, Helen? 10-3. I'm about to get suspended.
The board has already given me permission to give you a DAP for insubordination, and he told me if this conversation went negatively, that you'd be receiving more. So, if that's really the reaction that you want to have, then that's fine.
I'll say what I had to say, and you guys just don't see it from my side. So what's the point?
No, we do, Quangle.
No, you obviously don't. And the
Just
thing
because
is,
we disagree with you doesn't mean we didn't hear you out.
no, the thing is, I'm gonna be. Do you want me to be completely honest, Helen?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I think Captain here sees my side, but she doesn't want to go against you because you're higher ranked than me. So she's just gonna have your back no matter what. And I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I said my piece, and I'm done. That's all I have to say.
Calm down. That's more so her saying like,
holy
you're asking
fuck,
them
bro.
right
They're just
repetitively,
not
they're
gonna
in the
see it
court
from
with
me.
an
They're just not
FTO.
gonna
The
see it
FTO is
from me. They're
probably
just not.
explaining to them
It's
what they
pointless.
should do and
It's
what, like,
pointless
their
me
next
talking, bro. They're just not
response
gonna
to you
see it,
should
man.
be. And we have to take what we can get.
Cap.
And that's just the fucking facts.
Cap.
We take what we can fucking get.
Cap.
Because we do not have, it is not like
That's
people are
the-
jumping for joy.
That
to come
should be the
to
fucking
work.
That's
just the way it is.
take what you can get. What happened to quality over quantity?
A different way, because that is the
What
way
happened
they
to
learn,
quality over
and they may be a
quantity?
little bit more coddling until they learn. Then that's the way it is. I accept
my
that
God,
as an FTO. That is my like
dude.
structure that I will have to teach them in, and that's what I signed
I'm just
up
gonna.
to
I'm
do,
literally
and
just.
that is
I'm
why
just
we
gonna stop
continue
talking.
to teach those people.
I'm just gonna stop
Also,
talking. It's
lots of
pointless.
different cop work requires lots of different personalities. There's a lot of different personalities, even in the BCSO, and there's nothing wrong with that. Stuff you're good at, I'm not going to be as good at.
Yeah, exactly. So if I'm good at something and I'm telling people how to do that shit certain way, and you're telling me to chill, I'm not gonna tell people.
Anything else you'd like to add, Quangle?
Nope.
Helen, go ahead and continue with the disciplinary action.
You're receiving a DAP for insubordination. I really don't like the way you talk to me in this conversation. I don't feel as if you're hearing us, which is ironic because you're accusing me of not hearing you. So I'm gonna reflect further on that. If I think further action needs to be taken.
She dead wrong for that, chat. She dead wrong. How you over exaggerate? How you over exaggerate the situation? And when I do the same shit you did to me, you make a fucking big ass deal about it. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Fuck you talking about?